major news. I'm about to enter two huge altcoin trades. I'm going to share them with you in this video for free, guys. But we've also got to check out Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at a critical level here. And whenever you're going long on altcoins, you need Bitcoin to hold up. If you appreciate this type of content, smash up the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. You can see here Bitcoin at this critical level, right? Holding at this 26.2 level where it's been for quite a while. But as you can see here on the weekly chart, if we start getting a couple of red weeks here, we could be looking at 25 and maybe then 24 as we start to pull back down. So it's really important here over the next kind of rest of this week and next week that we really bounce and start working our way towards 27.6 in order to avert the disaster of rotating back to the downside. If I jump down here to the daily, you can see Bitcoin here, kind of crazy wick here all the way to the upside, going as high here today as 26.8, now sitting back down at 26.2. But again, can we bounce from this orange line, right? This bounce needs to happen in order to keep the markets buoyant. Remember, we can see here, we're also forming a bit of a modified W pattern, right? Like a reversal pattern before we curled over and failed. So this could still be intact if we can bounce strongly here and get past this peak. That peak has to be beaten in order to keep bullish momentum. Otherwise, the lower price points, which I've been sharing with you for a while, continue to play a factor. You can see here the EMA ribbon is acting as very strong resistance here. Very difficult to break through this daily EMA ribbon. And like similarly here on the weekly chart, the same, right? Very difficult, stubborn resistance, and we're below our weekly EMA ribbon and have been for the last 5 or 6 weeks. So there's going to be tough times ahead for Bitcoin. Of course, I've explained my theses over the last few videos to do with the FOMC, the fact that markets are going to have to recalibrate after the rate cuts for next year are changing how those are being priced in. We can also take a look here to see that traditional markets are struggling too, right? You can see here, US markets are trying to get a little bit of energy today, moving a little bit, NASDAQ up 0.27, but a bit lackluster, right? And again, that's because of that recalibration of the markets having to understand that, hang on, there could be another rate hike in the next meeting in November. Almost 20% nearly of market participants are starting to price in that we could get that as soon as November, if not in the next meeting on December the 13th. Thereafter, they're starting to understand, okay, we're going to have to rate hike and rate hike for longer. But I'm still going to be looking at two interesting altcoin trades. If you like these types of altcoin trades, spot, guys, I know a lot of people don't provide spot. I will be setting up a VIP group. We're already sharing these for free sporadically in our Telegram group. Make sure you're there, giles.uk/TG. But if you want a separate, dedicated VIP group where I provide regular spot trading signals, which are profitable, because I hear a lot of people like, oh, you have to do leverage, you have to do futures margin. You guys know I'm a big proponent against that, right? You can be profitable with spot if you're diligent, you're patient, you have realistic expectations, and you're willing to put in the work. So if you want that, let me know in the comments, in the Telegram, communicate with me, and let me know if you're interested in that as well, and I can get that spun up for you. So you can see we've already posted in our group, Ijaz One Crypto Alerts, a free trade alert. I'm looking at Arbitrum. I've given all the details there, and I'm also looking at Stack. So with Arbitrum, you can see here a cup and handle pattern and a break of the downward channel. Remember, you go for a retesting phase before a nice move to the upside. Similarly, I shared a trade alert, similar breaking down from the downward channel, but also on a longer term, a big wedge, which is playing out for Stacks. So make sure you go check those out in the Telegram group to get the details around those trades, the exact entries and take profits. It's all in there. But for now, Bitcoin's got to hold up, right? Those trades are great, and we'll keep making those trades, but we need Bitcoin on our side as well. And right now, seeing a little bit of weakness here on the daily. If I jump it down to the 4-hourly, you can see we kind of tried to reclaim our 4-hourly EMA ribbon there and then got thrown back down to the downside. So is this orange line going to hold as support? This is going to be the key part of the battle. If that can hold as support and we can bounce off of it and get above our 4-hourly EMA ribbon, that can give us a period where we can start moving nicely again back to the upside. If not, then we also need to look at the hourly chart to see what's going on here, right? We were nicely above our hourly chart, and now we're back down below it. So I want to see, when we move here, can we bounce powerfully above it? Or is it going to be a case of us kind of moving here, getting rejected by a daily EMA ribbon, and eventually losing the orange support at around that 26.2 level? So that's what I'm watching out for here on Bitcoin. Also very important, of course, to look at the dollar index. The dollar index here over the last couple of months has been the bane of our existence. And again, opening up with a very powerful candle here today. So, this slight green we saw today in Bitcoin, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt, right? Longer term, it's hard for Bitcoin to stay green when risk is rotating off. It's hard for Bitcoin to stay green when there is a tightening of monetary policy, when Chase Bank here in the UK have banned you from making any crypto payments. Yep, this failed society here, UK, have allowed Chase to ban anybody from doing whatever they want with their money. And this is the disgrace. If you guys think literally that fiat is your money, you've completely lost the plot. Fiat is not your money. Try to withdraw it, try to buy crypto, try to do stuff, because the reality is they control that money. So if you think your money in a bank is your money, please fact check yourself. Those in the UK today, yesterday, received emails going out saying if you cannot buy any crypto, right? If we see any crypto related payments, you need to find another bank to do that. Right, that's JP Morgan Chase in the UK. That could be coming to the US soon. You guys need to be prepared. Bybit withdrew from the UK. They could be withdrawing from other territories. Binance withdrew from Russia because of the political pressure. Very, very tough right now in the crypto space. And right now, that, along with the fact that risk is rotating off, gives us the clue that things are tough right now. But that's exactly when I want to be doing the work. That's exactly when I want to be accumulating my long-term positions and making sure I'm allocated in the plays I believe in for the next bull run. In between that, I'm going to continue to do trades. You guys know I'm a trader. I've always been a trader. I'm always going to look for trades to make a little bit of money here and there. Absolutely. But in terms of my long-term portfolio, I'm locked, I'm loaded, I'm waiting for bigger dips to add some more, and then I want to ride that into the next halving, which is getting closer and closer, and I can almost taste it. So all this FUD, guys, we've been through it, we handle it, we get stronger. Crypto's been through much worse in the past, having some adversaries, kind of ban crypto now. Who cares? We've been through it. We're going to navigate through this as well. And if you appreciate this type of content, guys, even when I'm traveling, even when I'm out and about between meetings, just give you a quick 10-minute update. If you appreciate that, you've got to smash up likes. You've got to subscribe. Make sure you check out my second channel, which I'm going to link up here. Make sure you get involved in our community for the VIP program. I want to see as many of you as possible in there, trading, making money, making yourself financially free. And I'll see you in the next one.